So how long have you been on Clapingo?
Ma'am, it's been long time actually. I started last year and then I dropped it. Then I started again.
Okay, that's wonderful. Great to know. And I hope you're having a great journey with Clapingo.
Yep. So
Yeah, okay, okay. So today's topic is if you become a news reporter, we'll just have a casual conversation because we're meeting for the first time. Okay.
yeah.
So, do you have any questions before I proceed with the session?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So I'll show you something. Can you see a lot of colors here?
Yeah.
Yeah, and just imagine that this is the world. This particular circular thing is the world. You can see berries and leaves, all that. Okay, and
Yeah.
you've got one, two, three, four, five colors. Yeah,
Yeah.
and now we are going through a special phase in our life as human beings all over the world. Not just the pandemic, but so many things have changed. So many doors have shut. New doors have opened. Okay,
Yeah.
so, what is that one color that you will choose and that you feel would suit the current situation? You can connect it with the news. If you're connecting with the news reporting and all that, you should tell me what exactly have you seen. But if it's just a general thing, you can give one color. So, what is that one color that you will choose to suit the present situation?
I think the purple one.
Purple. Why? Can you give me at least three, four reasons? Why do you choose the purple color?
I think the purple color is made of red color and red and the another color. What is the another color? I know just only about one color. Red color is there. What is the
Okay.
another color in
I
purple?
think it's maybe it's blue or I'm not sure. I'm not sure because the
I think
painters
it's
and
blue.
artists
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
green, green.
Green or
Or
blue something. I don't know.
okay, okay, okay,
Okay, if it's green and red, then green shows hope and prosperity, and red shows the danger, like we have been suffering
okay,
for 1.5 year due to this
okay,
pandemic. So that's why I
okay,
do.
okay. That's wonderful. That's great. Okay, purple color is a rare choice, as you said. The color is rare. It's a combination of two colors, and
Yeah.
along with that, you've chosen purple, which is rare. Okay. Now, can you please read this?
Interview.
Interview. So, have you come across any special interview that you could think of now? You don't have to necessarily mention the person, but still something that has really inspired you. Anybody's interview.
I would like to tell my story. It was
Okay.
actually my very first interview when I started teaching, and that was my first interview, and I got rejected.
Oh,
Yeah, but
okay.
I still remember this interview I gave, I think 6 to 7 years ago, and I still remember. And this like when I went for the interview, all the things were going smoothly, and I was answering every question, whatever my interviewee asked. But I got stuck at a very silly level. You know what?
Okay.
My interviewee asked me what is the difference between a letter and alphabet. Like it's very
Oh,
basic.
okay.
I
Okay.
seriously, before this, I didn't know what is like. I know alphabet and letter is very common thing, but I didn't
Okay.
know how to differentiate it. Like I didn't know how to tell that if we write A, then it's called letter, and if we write them in order, it's called alphabet. I seriously didn't know, and this was really an embarrassing moment for me.
Okay.
I got rejected just by this one mistake, and
Oh,
but I did. They just told me that they would call me later, and I just came out of the school. When I was starting my vehicle, I thought that I should clear my doubt, like what is the difference between an alphabet and a letter, if it may ask in future by my interview, so I can answer. So I
mm-hmm.
went to the principal again.
Mm-hmm.
I asked her, "Ma'am, please tell me what is the difference between the letter and an alphabet." She
Mm-hmm.
told me, she told me, and she praised me even that I had a courage to know the answer. I went back there and she seriously praised me, and she told me that learning never ends. We should learn new things. whenever we get an opportunity.
Very
So
true.
this is the one interview I still remember.
Okay, so this is a
whenever whenever I
yeah.
remember about this interview, I just laugh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. In life, we come across a lot of inspiring interviews that that you watch as videos or even live. But apart from that, when you give an interview or when you take an interview, both anyway, that is another experience. Okay, that's great. And learning never ends. As teachers, also we feel yes, every day we are learning. There is something that you learn
Yes,
every day. Otherwise,
yes,
also
very true.
that
Yeah, very true.
okay. Okay, the next word is
Suppress.
suppress. What are your thoughts on suppression?
Right now, the very hot topic about suppression is Afghanistan and what is going on in Afghanistan,
Taliban, yes. The
yeah,
conflict. Yeah.
conflict that has been. So this word suits that situation perfectly, I think.
Yeah, yes, yes. Very much, yes. And we need to really it is a great time for retrospection on what is
Yeah,
actually going on around the world, the humanity, and it's a collective responsibility also, I feel. Everybody is
and
responsible.
I watched a movie actually, like a very old movie. This was also based on Afghanistan and Taliban conflict.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah.
Sakoirana, Escape from
Mhm.
Taliban. Yeah, the real
Okay.
picture was showed in the movie. Actually, it was very horrible.
Yeah. Okay. So when the movie is able to convey so much and when you really feel with the movie, you can imagine the real situation. It
The
will be
real
really
situation.
disturbing.
Yeah,
Really
yeah, it's
disturbing.
very
Okay.
disturbing.
Yeah. Now coming to the next word,
Ignorance.
ignorance. Ignorance. So now as a
Ignorance.
teacher, you might be having a lot of years of experience. What do you think people are really ignorant of when it comes to education? One or two things that they need
Uh,
to really work upon. Yeah.
like uh, usually parents what parents complain. Usually, parents become very aware on the very day of PTM. They have a like the bag of complaints. They come to school with the full bag of complaints. But between before PTM, no matter how many times you send a note, how many times you call them, there is no
Okay.
response from their side. But when
Okay.
PTM comes, they have so many complaints. They put all the blames on the teacher. They do not realize their own responsibility that children are with teacher only for a certain period of time. But when
Mhm.
children are home, then it's the parents' responsibility to take care and to make them study to complete their homework.
Yeah, yeah. It's actually a joined venture, both parents and teachers together. One
Yes.
person cannot be alert at a specific point of time. As you said, during the PT meet, all the alerts, everything is on, yellow, red, all the colors blink. Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
In my school, actually, in the last year when the PTM was going on, then I just saw that just the next room, a parent was arguing with the teacher for speaking just one word in Hindi to his kid.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, he was talking in really very bad manner, like
Mhm.
this is not the way you are talking to a teacher and in front of your kid, but you are teaching to your kid. If you are not respecting the teacher, how the kid is supposed to respect the teacher? And if the kid is not respecting the teacher, it's really pretty hard for the teacher to educate them, because respect is the very first step. We
Yes,
should
yes, very
respect
much.
our teacher. So
Mm-hmm.
the parent was really behaving very badly with the.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
He
very
spoke
much. That's
one
very
word.
true.
He
Mm-hmm.
spoke one
Okay.
word in Hindi, and he just started creating that old drama there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So,
Announcement.
okay, announcement. So, when the lockdown was announced for the first time, what were some of the thoughts that ran across your mind? Of course, you have to buy that, buy this, stock that, stock here. But apart from that, what were some of the questions that really ran across your mind?
You know, First of all, we were happy actually. because we thought that we don't have to go to school now.
Go to school.
We'll
Okay.
be staying home and we have to do it
Break.
online. We were very
Okay.
enthusiastic to do it online, but when we
Okay.
started, it became very hard actually. And like about our normal life, like it was the first time when we were restricted, we were born to stay home. So it was
Okay.
really hard for us to cope up. Like the time was, it was very hard to spend time. The day was very long. Days were very long, and
Mm-hmm.
we didn't know what to do, how to spend time. We were frustrated and depressed, and like oh, the whole family was at home. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I remember a lot of people sharing that we really wanted a break, but we cannot take a break. So it was like God given to have a bumper
yeah,
break. But things changed slowly. And as you
yeah.
said, then it became difficult because structure of life itself changed. And also one more thing is, can you read this word?
Transparent.
Transparent. So there was less transparency on what was really happening regarding the pandemic, the virus, what exactly happens, and people staying at home for how long, all these things. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very true. Okay. So any questions you have for me before I proceed?
No, ma'am.
Okay, good. So now coming to the next one.
Pose.
Expose. So when you watch television, news, or reports, whatever it is, even when you read the newspapers, uh, do you feel that certain things are exposed, certain things are just concealed? It is not coming to the limelight, or people are not aware of certain things. We were talking about ignorance just now. So, what are some of the things that you feel should come to the limelight for the welfare of the public? It should be exposed so that it educates the public.
Like we know that news channels show the news, like there is all politics in the news channels, whatever they show. That is not totally true, because the news channels have been divided into two sections, BJP and Congress. We know that which channel supports BJP, and there are certain channels who support Congress. So like they are the channels who have been supporting Congress, they do not show the flaws is there in Congress, and the few channels who are supporting BJP, they just praise BJP all the time. I don't want to
Okay.
name the channels, but you will know about the channels. So
Yeah.
it should
So
not be there. They
biased.
should
Yeah.
expose. Yeah, they should. They are supposed to telecast the real news. They should expose. It doesn't matter whether it's BJP or Congress or any other party.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
should. They should not be any kind of bias. Like
Yeah. Yeah. So irrespective of politics, of course, we cannot eliminate politics because that also works for
it's
the people.
everywhere. Yeah, it's
It's
everywhere.
everywhere. But still, irrespective of the parties, instead of them clashing, they could work together.
Yes,
Work together, which will be an example. Like some of them are already doing. Like when you take the parties separately, they're already working for the welfare. But sometimes, as you said, there is an up, there is a down, and it
but
just
most of the well-known channels are doing these things. Most
it
of
is
them.
influenced. Okay, that's what you feel. It's influenced
Yeah,
by something, especially the politics. Okay. So now coming to the feedback, shall I give you a small feedback?
yeah, yeah. Sure, please.
Okay. So, Nikita, I feel you're very confident. You're a very positive person. I can really get the vibe from you. Smart also. But at the same time, when I'm asking a question, I was just checking your thought flow because we are meeting for the first time, showing words and showing colors and all that. You have a lot to tell me. You're not getting stuck with any idea. That is great. You're able to converse. You're having that flow also in the language. But what you should work upon so that you become a still better speaker is the use of prepositions. And sometimes, for example, words like you said, all the blames. It's actually all the blame. We cannot have plural form for the word blame.
Oh
So,
yeah,
like that, maybe you're already aware of it. I'm sure that you're already aware of it. But because you have been using it in the wrong way, it just pops out.
yeah.
And the tip for you is what I feel is you are already aware of a lot of things. from the way you're speaking, you know that this should be used there, this shouldn't be used there. But still, what you could do is just slow down the pace of talking, because you have all the thoughts coming to your mind. When you take at least half a second, your brain is very smart to just sequence it or to just arrange it quickly. I think you could
Hmm.
eliminate at least 60% of the errors. So, as the thoughts are coming like this, it is bombarding, your words are just coming out, and sometimes you're not able to complete it also. So, you could just
Yeah.
try pausing there without affecting the flow, and that will actually work well. So sometimes prepositions you're missing, and sometimes, as you said, you're putting an s, extra s. And of course, we
Okay.
need to work on pronunciation, because pronunciation is something that develops with the language. So listening,
Yeah.
and of course, anytime you book a session with me, I always have reading sessions. I ask the learner to have a book in their hand and we work together. So, like that, that
All
will
right.
also help you with the sentence formation, listening, and speaking skills, all of them together.
All right. Thank you so much. It was a
Yeah.
fantastic, like fantastic. Thank you so much. I will
Yeah.
surely work on my pronunciation and on prepositions. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Nice talking to you. Nice talking to you. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Bye bye. Bye bye bye.
Okay.